is in bright red. Nothing is really pumping today, unfortunately. We know why. Bitcoin king, Bitcoin is the leader. Bitcoin is currently dumping at the very moment. We're going to be having a look at this Bitcoin technical analysis right here. I do want to have a look at it actually on the 4-hour time frame. We're also going to be having a look at VRA right here. We're going to be having a look at this tweet, and we're going to be having a look at the altcoin season index. Is an altcoin season imminent? Correction, Bitcoin needs to find bottom in order for us to have an altcoin season. So once Bitcoin finds the bottom, consolidates a little bit, we could see more money flowing into altcoins. So bottom line, we need to see the Bitcoin dominance coming down, and you guys can see right here the Bitcoin dominance is still slightly up. You guys can see sitting at 60%, 59%. Maybe we're gonna have a nice little slight rejection here. I hope we will, but obviously we don't need to see Bitcoin coming down in order for us to see the Bitcoin dominance. But anyways, having a look at Bitcoin first, I do want to start off with Bitcoin because Bitcoin's king, and you guys can see right here on the right side of my screen everything's dumping except for VRA. But in my opinion, I'm very bullish on VRA, and VRA could make a massive move to the upside very soon. But let's have a look right here at Bitcoin real quick. Since November 5th, since Trump won, we had the interest rate right here cut. Things started to pump again, and ever since, these exponential moving average has pretty much been holding us as a support region. Now Bitcoin is falling down for the first time since November 5th, so about 21 days from now, or 21 days since the election, I should say, Bitcoin is obviously down and officially broken below these exponential moving average. Now obviously this is a bearish sign, but because we are in a bull market, in my opinion, this is not going to last very long. It's going to be very, very short term. So let's have a look at some of the support regions that we're looking at for Bitcoin. This is where I hope Bitcoin is going to maybe consolidate and find bottom. I don't expect Bitcoin to essentially go up right away to $100,000. I'm hoping for a consolidation, maybe a few weeks, yes, a few weeks consolidation to let money flow into the altcoins, including VRA, before we essentially take off. And you guys can see right here, if I actually pull off the regular stochastic RSI, you guys can see the stochastic RSI are already consolidating. But if I have a look at the regular RSI, which is a relative strength index, you guys can see right here, it has not yet bottomed out, even though it's very, very close. But we know historically when we are really, really oversold below 30, that's when things get really, really serious. So in my opinion, guys, we're most likely going to consolidate. If we have a look right here at the daily time frame, obviously Bitcoin is the regular RSI is obviously still pretty high. We need to see the RSI at least come down to 50. Maybe we're going to see some consolidation right here, and that's about it. So that's that on Bitcoin. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully VRA doesn't really cause that crazy of a dump. I mean, VRA, guys, is up a lot since we broke above these exponential moving average. So if I actually have a look at this pump, we're looking at a 100% pump right here since obviously November 24th. So that's less than 48 hours ago we pumped over 100%. So you should expect some pullbacks. And if you guys are following me on Twitter, the link will be in the description below, guys. VR approaching the EMA ribbon on the 4-hour time frame, showing potential for a bounce. Stochastic RSI is also oversold. We're going to be talking about that as well, nearing a bullish crossover. So this was where I said that. You guys can see right here, we didn't really touch it, and you guys can see right here, we did have a nice little bounce off the exponential moving average so far. So things are looking pretty decent on that, but I'm not yet bearish, guys, on Verasity. And something I do want to talk about also is these exponential moving average. Now, the last time we saw a bullish crossover on the EMA ribbon was actually right here. It was the 20th of November. That's when we saw this nice little distribution. So we don't need to see Verasity coming down and crashing, but we could potentially see a consolidation right here. Now, if I actually take that and I add a support right here, because this is a support, right? This resistance right here acting as a support now, because that resistance flipped to support. Now if we fall below that, then we might be in a little bit of a trouble. But as of right now, things are still looking okay for VRA. You guys can see right here, we keep on coming back, retesting these exponential moving average. We are at the support region. Stochastic RSI are looking pretty bullish as well. Hopefully we could have that nice little blue crossover over the orange right here on the stochastic RSI. If we see that, you could expect a very, very momentum or move to the upside. But as of right now, stochastic RSI are coming down. They're getting settled a little bit. Maybe we're going to see some sort of consolidation for the next 8 to 12 hours. I know it's going to be very, very boring next 8 to 12 hours, maybe even 24 hours. We're going to have to see what happens. But overall, that's that. And finally, something that I do want to top off with, guys, is altcoin season. Is it altcoin season yet? So I know a lot of people are saying, yes, it's altcoin season, altcoins are pumping, but it's actually not. If we have a look right here, the altcoin season index is sitting right in the middle. It's sitting at the 50, you know, the average right here. Okay, so in order for us to have an altcoin season, we need to be at 75. Okay, the mean has to be at 75 right now, currently sitting at 50. Obviously, this below 50 is closer to the Bitcoin season, above 50 is closer to an altcoin season. So right now we're literally deadlock in the middle. And the interesting thing about this is that we have not seen the 50 average since literally 2024 of April, or April 2024. So it's been a long time. You know, in crypto, the few months could be like 5 years. Not really, but it's been a long time since we've been here. And obviously, April was not the best month for crypto. Unfortunately, it was, really crash. And pretty much that's about it. So for those of you guys who don't know what the real definition of altcoin season, if 75% of top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last season, which is 90 days, because we know season is 90 days, it is officially an altcoin season. Now we're gonna have to see what happens here, and if more money could keep flowing into altcoins instead of Bitcoin. And pretty much that's about it. You guys can see right here, altcoin year would be literally crazy. Altcoin month, we're very, very close to it. You guys can see right here, but altcoins month, they do happen here and there. I mean, it's not too crazy, but overall, this is my video. Honestly, there's nothing really too much to talk about right here. We're gonna have to see what happens with Bitcoin in the next few minutes, hours, and pretty much that's about it. Bitcoin's king. If I were you guys, and whether you're trading or you want to buy a dollar, or you want a dollar cost average to Verasity, I would highly suggest looking at Bitcoin as your main indicator before anything else. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys